One of our videos on the channel is how to cry on cue. It's a very popular video. It is effective. It does teach you how to cry on cue, so you guys can check that out. But we get lots of comments on this thing. Some saying, this is damaging. This is gonna hurt you psychologically. Don't do that. This is bad advice. Bam, bam, bam. There's lots of comments. We do read them. I do disagree with some of those thoughts though. So in this video, let me address those. Stick around. So many of you guys are searching how to cry on cue. Questionable if you're not an actor, but I'll go with it anyways. We do have a video out there, and most people that are guided through that process are able to cry on cue by the end of that video. So it's not just clickbait, it is actually real. So go watch that thing. But a lot of the comments that are coming at us are, this is damaging to your health, mental health, maybe physical health, I don't know. But I would like to kind of go over some of those concerns with you and let you know what the video is and what the video is not. A lot of people think that when you're going through that, you are actually reliving something painful. So that is actually not what we are doing. We are actually creating a circumstance over here, an imaginary circumstance, using real people from our lives that are alive and well, everything's fine, and we're going to plug them in and do a daydream. The what if this were to happen to them? And it allows our mind and our creativity to stir up something that is real, because it is real based upon the relationship, but it is imaginary in its circumstance. And it allows fresh new things to happen and think in that daydream that you've created. See, there is another method and thought behind how to cry on cue, and it stems back to Stanislavski, the method, which is to actually relive past hurts, past pains. So that is a technique that's out there. This is different than that, and that would be you would relive a time where you did lose somebody. So it's essentially would be picking at a scab and making it bleed again. Let's relive that. Let's bleed again. Let's feel that again. That one I disagree with for a couple different reasons. One is it's an event that's already happened. You've dealt with it, you haven't dealt with it, and so it already has a result attached to it, and so you might be able to relive it and experience some of that, but it's also going to be somewhat compartmentalized. In this daydream, it can go wherever it wants to take you in the moment. This has a result to it already. I've seen actors use this in their work before. One of two things generally happens. One, they've already cried all they can cry, and it kind of stunts where they're able to go. The other one is they haven't really dealt with it, and what you see is in their performances, they go there with it, they're able to cry, but when you call cut, they sob. And that's because you've released this thing that hasn't been dealt with, and then they are uncontrollable. And I'm thinking in my head, we still have to film this like 20 more times. And now that actor has to come back and continue to do this. They didn't even have control over it there because they lost control over it. That's what this can do. It does provide a result, but this one can be explored. It can be turned on and it can be turned off. So as far as it being damaging to one's mental health, I think it is a much better option than the method of reliving past hurts and experiencing something new in a daydream, in the hypothetical. So that's where my suggestion and my preference is when you have to cry on cue, build something up that is not real, where you can add a real element to it with somebody that is alive and well and daydream that out. So hopefully that clears some things up as far as what it is and what it isn't, because those two things are out there, but this is not that one. If you guys haven't tried the cry on cue, go check out the video, see if it works for you.